What's going on YouTube? Ralphdatrader here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to walk you guys through the trade that I took on NASDAQ. I want to walk you guys step by step through the process of me taking this trade. Okay. So with that being said, let's get right into it. First thing first, I want to identify and let you guys know um everything that I have on my chart. Okay. The red line that you guys see here, this is um the high and lows. Okay, highs and lows of the week. All right, highs and lows of the week. So as you can see here, this right here was the high of last week. All right, this is the high of last week. Okay, down here we have the low of last week, and you can see this identified here: last week's low, last week's high. Okay, the black horizontal and the black dotted line you guys see here, these are the round numbers. Okay, some people call them psychological levels, some people call them quarter theory. All I know is price. Okay, it is price. So you have 18,400, 18,350, and back again we have 18,300. So I like to work within that 100 pip box. All right, and the reason I only have the 00 and the 50 because I noticed that NASDAQ and US 30, they love to respect 00s and the 50 levels. All right. So, and the turquoise lines here, you see, these are the previous day's highs and lows. Okay. Previous day's highs and lows. All right. So that's the only thing that I have on my chart. Those are the only things that I'm working with. All right. Now, coming into me taking this trade today on the NASDAQ, first thing I identified was that on that Thursday, because the New York session, all right, there was nothing happening on Friday due to the holiday, all right, for indices, okay, nothing happening, so market was not open. So on that Thursday, you can see, and what I've noticed was that price, okay, on that Thursday, price closed inside of the previous day's high, all right, and the previous day's low, which was right down here. So this is Wednesday's low and Wednesday's high. Okay, Wednesday's high, Wednesday's low. Price closed inside of those. All right, so it did not break out of this high or break out of this low. That's closing as a inside day. That is a signal day. Okay, that gives me an opportunity, all right, to look at the NAS100. All right, I have a signal day. Okay, now once the market opened up on that Thursday, I mean on Monday today, once the market opened up on Monday, we can see that price had done triggered the previous day's high. All right, so that is something else that I can be looking for. Okay, I had an inside day, which is the signal day. All right, then price triggered the previous day's high. So that's something else that we have that's going in our favor. Okay, so we have a signal day, then we have price triggered the previous day's high. Okay, then as price continued to push up during the Asian session, we came and tapped into last week's high. Okay, and then price just started, you know, accumulating. Basically, they were just collecting orders. Okay, accumulating. As you guys can see, the price was just accumulating. And then now coming into our New York session, which the New York session, I'm looking in between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So within this gray box here, all right, is when I'm looking to take a trade. Okay, now let's blow this up. So just that we rewind it back, what do we have? We had a signal day, price triggered our previous day's high, and price also tapped into our last week's high. Now, going into our New York session, you can see that price dumped down, okay, inside of our 100 pip box, giving us a nice rejection off of the 00 level. All right, so there was an opportunity for a long opportunity, okay, based off of just trading off of the 100 pip box. Price gave you 3 pushes it right down to the 00, okay, and you could have taken a long opportunity, but this was I did not take this trade because I was busy at work. We had no major red news, so there was no reason why you couldn't have went long here, okay. but the trade that I took was the sell high setup. I had the inside day, I had a previous day's high that was triggered, and not just because the previous day's high was triggered is the reason why I'm looking for a sell opportunity. It has to confirm that for me. Okay. So we had the inside day, previous day's high triggered. We also tapped into last week's high. Now, once price got back up to the top part of our 100 pip box, I'm now inside of my selling area. Okay, price is now inside of the selling area. And as you can see that we are respecting the 00 level, which is 18,400. Price is failing to continue breaking out of that level. All right. And as you can see, price failed to break above the high that it put in place in London session. Look at the wicks on the candles. Now, we did have major red news out at 10 a.m. So I waited until after 10 a.m. So here's our 10 a.m. candle right here. This is 10 a.m. major red news, and I am on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, this is the 5-minute time frame. So 10 a.m. All right, we get this 10 a.m. news candle. Still no confirmation for me to take a short trade. All right, no confirmation for me to take a short trade, and I'm not looking to even go long, because if I want to go long on this trade, I want to see price break out of the 00, come back and retest. Okay, so I'm not even fixated on going long. So now I just waited until price showed me confirmation that it wanted to continue going short. So once this candle here opened up and it started rejecting, as you can see, we got another rejection off of the 00 level at the top part of our 100 pip box, which for me, between the 00 and the 75 is when I'm really looking to take a sell trade. Okay. So as price continued to drop, I missed the entry of getting in at the break of this candle, which would have put me in right above the 00 level. So my entries that I'm looking to take are at the levels. All right. I'm looking to enter at the levels. So if I want to get in before 75 or right at 75. Okay. Or I want to get in before 50, or somewhere in this vicinity of the 50 level. So I missed getting in at the 75 level. All right. And at this break of this candle, which, like I said, will have put me in at 18,379. Okay. I missed that entry, but I was able to catch it once it broke the low of these candles here. Okay. So I got in roughly around 18,358. All right. I set a 20 pip stop. Okay. I had my stop loss set at about like 20 pips, right which was right where I wanted to get in originally. So my stop loss was here. Okay, this was my stop loss. So let's just make that red. All right, we'll make that red. So that was my stop loss, and I set my target for 100 points. Okay, so my entry was here, right around here. So let's make our entry. So this was the entry. Change the color on that. Just make that blue. So that was my entry. Okay. And the 100 points, what I targeted was this low down here. Okay. Targeted this low. I targeted the low. So we got over 100 points. So to take profit was here. I was targeting the low. And we'll change the color up on that. Make that green. All right. Align. Which one we want. So stop loss, entry, and that was my target. All right. So and that was it, guys. That was it. Just knowing what having a signal day or having a trigger day, all right, gives you reason to come and look at your pair that you're trading. Okay, it gives you a reason. All right, it gives you have a currency, a commodity, a indice in play. Okay, this is what we call in play. All right, so we're gonna walk through it once again. Let me walk through it. All right. So I had the inside day, price closing inside of Wednesday's high and Wednesday's low. All right. Once the market opened up again, all right. Once the market opened up on that Monday, on that Sunday, okay? On that Sunday when the market opened up, it triggered the previous day's high and also triggering our last week's high. Market went into accumulation phase. All right, you did have nice little moves. All right, on using the 5 minute time frame. Okay, but I'm concerned about New York. All right, so you can see that the price had done started making lower lows and lower highs when the session opened up at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's when the New York Stock Exchange opened up for the indices. You can see price immediately pushed back up to the upside because we had no major red news out at between 8 and 9 a.m. 9:30. We had no major red news. We had major red news out at 10 a.m. So you can see the market gave you a nice long opportunity, but you can see prices back at the top part of the 100 pip box, giving us major rejections off of this level. Okay, major rejections off of that level. Major red news out at 10 a.m. We want to wait, like Stacy says, 15 to 30 minutes after the news. Okay, so we had 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then once price started dropping, this started to confirm to me that price was going to go. Okay, this confirmed to me that price was going to go. All right, now you could have, if you wanted to, you could have waited until this candle closed, and then you could have got in still right where I got in at anyways. Okay, but like I said, I wanted to get in here, before the 75, but I missed that. So I end up taking the entry right before the 50 level. Okay. So I got in there. So we got our entry, we got our stop loss, and then we had our target. And that was it. So we had the inside day, okay, signal day. Price triggered our previous day's high and also triggered our last week high. All right, giving us major rejections off of 18,400 price level. We waited to the major red news out at 10 a.m. Price pushed back up into the pushed back up, into the 18,400 level. Then we started to get the collapse. And what time was that? All right, timings, levels, behavior, price. So look at the time of that. We had major red news out at 10, 10:05, 10:10, 10:15. Third hour was our trade. All right. Timings, levels, behavior, price. And that was it, you guys. That is the reason why I took this trade. Okay. That is the reason why I took this trade. Everything was in my favor. Okay. So all you have to do is just remember to just work hard, stay disciplined, and know that your time will come. Peace and love. Have a good one.